The paradox of pleasure and pain, understanding the dual nature of experience. Life, much like a pendulum, has a curious way of swinging between highs and lows. As we revel in the thrill of an intense football match or the soft caress of a summer breeze, we must also brace ourselves for the occasional sprained ankle or the onslaught of a sudden downpour. As Alan Watts himself elegantly expressed, we cannot be more sensitive to pleasure without being more sensitive to pain. In the same way, if we let the pendulum swing represent our experiences with recreational drugs, don't try this with an actual pendulum unless you're very good with metaphors, we find a striking illustration of this pleasure-pain duality. A single puff pill or magic mushroom can elevate us to lofty heights of euphoria, insight, or at times, create an oddly engaging dialogue with the living room carpet. Yet the pendulum invariably swings back, often bringing with it potential pain, withdrawal, dependence, desolation. This maxim, seemingly simple, encapsulates a profound truth about the human condition. Our capacity for pleasure and pain are two sides of the same coin. By nature, we seek out pleasures and avoid pain. It's a sensible strategy for survival. But as our neuroscientist friends from the National Institute on Drug Abuse, NIDA, remind us, there's a caveat. As the NIDA studies suggest, our brains are designed to respond to rewards, a mechanism honed by millions of years of evolution. Whether it's the taste of a delicious meal, the sense of accomplishment after a hard workout, or the exhilaration from using recreational drugs, these pleasurable experiences all trigger a surge of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with reward and pleasure in our brains. But here's the kicker. The more often we stimulate this reward system, the more our brains adapt to maintain balance, a process known as homeostasis. It's like a DJ subtly tweaking the sound levels during a lively dance party, ensuring the bass isn't too overpowering and the melody isn't drowned out. The result? With continued use of a pleasure-inducing substance or behavior, our brains may decrease their natural dopamine production or reduce the number of receptors that can receive signals. In other words, we might need more of the substance or behavior to feel the same level of pleasure, a chase that can potentially spiral into addiction. Amidst the flashing strobe lights of our neurological dance party lies the paradox of pleasure and pain. As we swing towards the ecstasy of a dopamine high, we must remember that what goes up must come down, and every peak is paired with a trough. We might think of Watts's wisdom in this context as a gentle yet firm reminder that the DJ of our brain isn't there just to crank up the volume, but also to ensure that the dance party doesn't get out of hand. Navigating this intricate dance between pleasure and pain, particularly when it comes to recreational drug use, requires understanding this neurological balancing act. It's about knowing that the same neurochemical pathways that allow us to experience the euphoria of a psychedelic journey also make us susceptible to the grip of addiction. Yet, despite the risks, Watts isn't suggesting we abandon the dance floor altogether. Instead, he's inviting us to dance mindfully, with an awareness of the rhythm of the music and the movement of the pendulum. It's about embracing the dance of life in its entirety, the highs and the lows, the pleasure and the pain, without losing our balance. As we journey further into the gray world of desire and satisfaction, Watts's wisdom and the insights of our friends from NIDA serve as our trusty guides. They remind us to dance with grace and mindfulness, to honor the rhythm of life with its high notes and low tones. That will be the focus of our next section. As we lace up our dancing shoes and prepare to hit the dance floor, let's remember the wisdom of Watts and the insights of our friends from NIDA. After all, the best dancers are those who know not just how to revel in the rhythm, but also how to gracefully navigate the inevitable twists and turns. As we step onto the dance floor of our lives, in the labyrinth of pleasure and pain, let's dance the Watts way, with mindfulness, curiosity, and respect for the music of existence. Because life, after all, is a dance to be danced, a paradox to be lived, and a mystery to be marveled at. So let's dance.